Anthony Ford with Calling Armor, Deck Rescue Painters, Independence, Kentucky. So I'm going to show you guys here what we got. So a peeling bare deck over, lockdown encapsulation, deck rescue painting project is what this is. Now I'm going to show you guys something neat, if I can. Oh, it went away. I did have a shade line here where I could show you guys what was going on here, but basically this floor here, this awning here, it cast a shade line like this. It goes like that. All of this back stays nice and cool and shaded most of the day. And they also had a table that was sitting here. And what that did was it caused a lot of problems. It caused moisture to hang out down there longer than it would anywhere else on the deck, because the rest of the deck is sunny and gets a lot of sun and gets a lot of wind. When you introduce things like that, it blocks the wind. The table blocks the wind. The table blocks the sun. This shade line blocks the sun, right? So how'd we solve their problem? Well, we opened all that up, right? We came in with sisters, so we put sister joists in there, knocked all the rot and all that off of there, put sister joists in, and then here's one of the advantages of using us to restore and resurface your deck. We came in with stainless steel fasteners. So instead of using regular deck screws here, these are now 316 grade stainless steel. They do not rust. What's that do? Well, all that damage that you guys saw here was from fastener corrosion that caused board rot. These do not rust and do not corrode. So moving forward, we can start eliminating that problem here by introducing a better, superior fastener that does not cause board rot. That's over. That's done. Check. Right? So now this is a pretty extensive deck rescue painting and peeling deck paint lockdown encapsulation project. We're here actually saving this customer from tear down to the frame replacement. There's zero doubts. By the time we're done with this, we're talking we've saved them from actually having to hire a contractor to come in here, tear down the deck to the frame, and you guys saw the frame, right? So they would have just said, hey, look, it's game, tear it down, because they like that money. Everybody likes that money, right? But they like it so much that they'd be like, hey, look, you got joist rot. It's ball game. You need a whole brand new deck. Well, my job is to keep them from that. I've been doing that in Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky for a decade now. My job is to save them from going down that path, from going down that line, because it's a horrible, horrible decision at the end of the day. Why? Number one, you don't need it. Within just a few hours, we can repair everything, so you don't need it. Number two, it's not going to increase the value of your home. So you do $20, $30, $40,000 for a new deck, and you think, oh, it's going to increase the value. Don't, I'll get it back at sale, or no. It's going to be the same thing, right? So it's pure loss. It's when an investor buys a house, you don't ever see them replace a deck. Never. Trust me, never. Because it's pure loss. You can't recoup it. In Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky, on the back of a house, a deck is expected to be there. Period. You're not going to get any extra cookies for having one there or having a new one. Doesn't make a difference. So my job is to save them from going down that route, and that's what we're doing. Now, we're getting everything fixed up here. Getting all these bad boards out of here. All this stuff is coming out. When it goes in new, we're doing stainless steel, right? So it won't corrode and cause board rot moving forward. After that, after we get this all tightened up, the thing that we're going to do from there is bring in the world's toughest deck armor, Calling Armor, the lockdown encapsulation armor, 30 to 60 times thicker, tougher than thin residential deck paints and stains, and creates true water lock, true water lock. And we're going to encapsulate all this peeling paint here. So you see all this? This is another reason they're in replacement, because they can't find it. They're not going to be able to find anybody that'll take this on for them without charging them 10 grand for sanding all this off, or doing a chemical stripping, or whatever they want to attempt to do. Kong, we don't need none of that with Kong. We can come in and do engulf all this, and what we call encapsulation lockdown. Here's what's important when it's done. You guys see the problems that they're having with board rot, right? When it's done, all of these will be covered over with physical barrier protection. Nail and screw holes, all covered over with physical barrier protection. So water won't be able, precipitation won't be able to get to them anymore, cause rust, and cause things to get radically, start to rust and corrode, and then cause board rot. I keep telling you guys, in Cincinnati, in northern Kentucky, in southeast Indiana, in Dayton, Ohio, I keep telling you guys, and I've been telling you guys, hey, thank you guys. You guys are doing a tremendous job. Bless you. We'll see you guys in a little bit. I keep telling you guys, and I've been telling you guys for a decade or longer, you must have physical barrier protection if you have reactive fasteners on your deck system. And I see it constantly where deck owners, they go and pay huge money to have thin paints, stains, and sealers put on their deck in this area of the nation that do not cover over any of their cracks or their fastener entry points, and allow water to constantly come in there and cause that rusting. You wasted your money. You need physical barrier. You have to have it. You have to have a thick build coating here in this area of the nation. I'm going to show you what this looks like when it's done. I'm going to show you how I saved this customer from going down that path, signing a second mortgage or whatever they have to do to pay for a new deck, because you know their HOA is going to make them do it. It looks horrible, right? I'm going to show you this when it's done. But hey buddy, it's basically locked down. It's lockdown time there. We're getting ready to do it. So hang in there. Kong Armor, kongarmor.com. You can learn more about what I do at kongarmor.com. The world's toughest deck armor, and it's deck rescue painters who are the best deck rescue painters in the nation today. See ya.